Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a huge update on the upcoming live-action adaptation of the Powerpuff Girls. This series is, of course, going to be coming to the CW this fall. And yesterday, the director of the series, Maggie Kelly, officially announced that production on the series has started. So they're now filming the series. That is great. And as you can see, she gave us a first look at actually the logo of the series with this director's chair, and it has the logo, Powerpuff, which is actually going to be the title of the series. It's not going to be the Powerpuff Girls, it's just Powerpuff, which, I mean, makes sense because they are adults now, so they're not Powerpuff Girls anymore. They're like Powerpuff Woman, Powerpuff Ladies, you know, that kind of thing. But also yesterday, we got a bunch of leaked set images from this series as well that give us our first look at all of these characters actually in costume, which I think is just amazing. I mean, they look just like they do in the show, which is just insane. I mean, they probably don't look like, you know, the most comfortable things to wear. They honestly look pretty cheap when it comes to superhero costumes, but I mean, that's exactly how they look in the show. So I mean, it is a good adaptation for live action. I think they did a great job, and you can see looked like Blossom is doing some stunts and stuff, so flying around. So this definitely looks interesting. I really like the way they look. I like their outfits. I like how they got the long socks on, of course. The hair looks good. So yeah, I think the Powerpuff Girls, they do be looking good. But anyways, guys, just for a quick reminder, let's go over the cast of this series. So we're going to be having Dove Cameron as Bubbles. We're going to have Chloe Bennett as Blossom. We're going to have Yana Perrault as Buttercup. And then also some new additions to the cast since my last video on this series. We have the casting of Donald Faison as Professor Utonium, who is, of course, the professor that creates the Powerpuff Girls and is kind of like their father. And then also we have the casting as Nicholas Podney as Mojo Jojo, but not really. If you know who Mojo Jojo is, I mean, you can see it from the picture here. He's the evil monkey that the Powerpuff Girls always go up against. But in this series, he is actually playing basically Mojo Jojo Jr. So Nicholas Podney is going to be playing the son of Mojo Jojo, and I think that his character description said, like, growing up, like, he's a human, and his father was a monkey, which is kind of weird, but growing up, he was always, obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls, and he was, like, a nerd and everything, so it's going to be interesting to see, also, like, most likely Mojo Jojo will appear. I'm excited to see what he looks like, whether they do CGI or like practical effects. I'll be interested to see that, and also like how they're gonna explain how a human monkey, you know, that kind of thing. It just doesn't make sense. But I mean, I'm still excited, and I'm interested to see where this goes. But anyways, guys, there's some huge updates on the upcoming Powerpuff series for the CW. What do you think about our first looks at this series and the casting news as well? So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the movie life.